Hey guys, it's me back for yet another review. This review, while I shut my Kindle off, is about a book called The Halo Effect, which I've been trying to read for a while now, which you all know. I finally finished it. It's by N.J. Rose. About time I remembered to say an author's name. And I'm about to show you the beautiful cover. Okay, so this is the cover, and it's very cute. I like it because it's very beautiful and very like creepy at the same time. But that's not what we're talking about. We are not talking about the cover. This book was very confusing at times. It starts off being about a prostitute being murdered, and like she was like in a nun's outfit, and she had a halo, like blood around her head, and on that blood was like $100 bills, and then like they shaped her pubic hair into a cross, which was like really weird, but it got me hooked. Just how they described it, I was like, oh, okay, let's read it. The book was on sale, and that's how I found it. It was like, so I was like, okay, let's read this book. And it starts in about the prostitute dying, and then it goes into a sex therapist, Dr. Morgan Snow, talking to Cloe Thain, and then goes from talking to her to like the police officers, and then back to like the therapist and like her troubled life and all this boringness about her life. And it was so bad. I liked when she was talking to her patient, Cleo, and it was really good. Just the way she describes everything, like I'm okay with like the whole sex thing, so it didn't like bother me. But it was like every other page, because the therapist is a sex therapist, and the prostitutes, like, they go into like details of like what the people want, and it was very interesting. Just like the way they described it was really like, it kind of brought me there, which I always like when like you describe something and I'm like, I'm there, I can see everything. And the only person who could do that was Cleo. You would think I would know her name. So she brought me into the book, but then like she disappears, and she was like writing this book, and everybody thought like somebody would want her missing because of this book, because it talks about like her clients' desires, what they want. But it's disguised, but it wasn't disguised as well. So she goes missing, and like everybody thinks it either has to do with, you know, the book, or like the killings that are going on with the prostitutes and the nuns' outfits. And the sex therapist decides she's gonna go undercover, and she's gonna see all the girls' clients and see exactly who would have more to lose and who would want to make her disappear. And it was kind of weird, because at first, like, her Cleo's boyfriend was like Elias. He was like, oh well, she's missing and nobody's gonna listen to me, and everybody thought I was a suspect because, you know, I am the boyfriend. So we're thinking, oh, you know, he's just very innocent, and, you know, he just wants everybody to find his girlfriend. And then, like, slowly through this book, you know, Dr. Snow is, like, slowly thinking, you know, she's piecing pieces together from, like, everybody. But she notices, you know, Elias isn't sleeping, and he looks a little funky. You know, maybe he could be the killer. Maybe he has her and, like, not telling anybody. But then, like, we push it off. We're like, no. We think it's Gil. You know, Gil could be like the last guy, and like he has lots to lose because, you know, he has like, he is like her manager. He brings her to the clients. He sets everything up. So like all of his client list is like down in the drain if that book gets out. You know, his business is ruined. So we start to think that, and then she goes to like Elias's house and is like, oh well, this is what I think, and this is everything that I found out. And then like somehow he tells her, oh well, you need to leave. You need to leave. And then she's like already suspecting it's him. So she happily goes back, and his girlfriend's laying on the floor, the one that's missing, laying on the floor in this nun's outfit, and he's been like trying to make her pure again. But nothing's working, so he's gonna kill her. He's gonna kill Morgan Snow. And I was like, ah! It was so crazy, but the book got so boring to me after the girl went missing. And I was just like, I don't even care about this book anymore. And by like 50%, I was having this book read to me because I could not force myself to read it anymore. Because like, it kept talking about how, you know, Morgan Snow got a divorce because of the patients. It just went into her life and everything. I was just like, I'm not interested in her life. This is not why I'm reading this book, to know more about her life. It's about, you know, the girl that's gone missing. I personally love the way she talks. It moves me. It brings me into this book. It makes me like feel like I'm a part of this girl. Like I am this girl. But when it's like Morgan Snow talking, it's just like, oh, shut up, I don't care. So, that was it. I gave it like 3 stars because it was good. It just wasn't as good. And, it's part of a trilogy, and it's like, I think it's a trilogy. It's the, Butterfield Institute. That's the series name. And I thought like they weren't going to reveal how the girl went missing, and I was going to be so upset if I had to read on to these other books to know who took her and like what's going on. But thank God it finished in the first book. The second book sounds really, really good, but I just don't want to get hooked on the book and then like be shattered so quickly. That's my problem. It was so good, and then like it just flopped. It flops. So I probably will be staying away from the second book, and the third book just sounds really bad. So I wasn't gonna touch that one. Who would I recommend this book to? I say anybody who is into religion, because you know that religious part just really bugs me, because I am not religious at all. So like hearing about like God and all this stuff just kind of made me cringe a little bit. But it wasn't like every like page it had to do with some like religious thing. So I was okay with it. But I think you definitely have to be into some kind of religion to like actually want to continue reading this book. But then again, at the same time, it has a lot of sex involved in it. So I would probably like cancel out the Catholic church stuff, religiousness of it. So definitely an adult who is okay with sex, who doesn't laugh when it talks about like some sexual thing, like who doesn't get all embarrassed. What else? I would say somebody who isn't a thriller, who's an adult, who is okay with the word sex and anything about it. Other than that, it was okay. It wasn't the greatest book, but it was definitely a thriller. It definitely had me like up in my shoes sometimes. And again, I had this book read to me, so like, it went by a lot faster than I would do it. Yeah, it was okay. Okay, it wasn't the greatest. Now I'm gonna finish reading my Harry Potter. I just started. I'm on 4%. I got my Harry Potters for free because I'm awesome. and I'm on I'm reading the first book. I'm on the second chapter, 6%. But yeah, I'm gonna read Harry Potter, and I already have my candle lit. Okay, got my candle lit. I'm smelling it. Smells good, and yeah, that's my review. So hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.